In one of my previous videos I talked about can money buy happiness, and I've asked people around, and it's quite unanimous. Money can't buy happiness. That's the response I've been getting. But it's the response I've been getting from people in the West, where our basic standard of living is very high compared to most of the world. And I wonder what people who, let's say, living in destitute, people who are destitute, people living in refugee camps, or people who would rather the risk of being exposed to COVID instead of the alternative, which is starving to death because they're not allowed to work. So, coming from the West, I would say it's quite easy to say money can't buy happiness. Or maybe it's easier than maybe if we were faced with extreme poverty. So the question I had for you today is, if money can't buy happiness, then the next question is, how much money is enough for you? How much money is enough? We hear that quite often when people talk about the folk who are extremely wealthy, people like Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, the Walton family. And when we hear about them wanting to tighten, let's say, the belt of the company, and maybe even take away benefits from workers, that really, I find that quite appalling, much like most of us. And the question, quite often then I hear people saying, well, how much is enough? He's already got billions. Why would he want to cut the wages of the people working for him? Or, the company's already worth $1 trillion. Why? And I agree. But that's the question I have for everybody, If money can't buy happiness, then how much is enough? How much for you? How much money is enough for you? I'm Jennifer Thompson with Buying Happiness Around the World.